Hi everyone, I'm Flower and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Um, Today we're going to talk about my crochet slash sewing projects or ideas for 2026. Sort of like my goals, my New Year's resolution if you want. I have a lot to do always, so I might not follow all of these to the T, but that's okay. We're just gonna try to do as much as we can. Um, I've been crocheting for a year now, um, and I've made a bunch of projects. I didn't make this hat that I'm wearing, my girlfriend made that. She introduced me to crochet, but I fell in love with the craft. I do it a lot. I've crocheted a lot over the past year, and I think the next video is gonna be what I did in 2025. And so I think we're just gonna start. So first on the list is make at least 5 projects with existing yarn before buying new. I have a big yarn stash. I think many people who do crochet or knitting, they have like a really big yarn stash, and it's easy to buy new yarn, but it's not always easy to do stuff with that yarn. And that's not very sustainable. And I think I need to reduce my yarn stash before I can make all the new cool project ideas that I have for 2026. So that's gonna be the first one, to make at least 5 projects with existing yarn before buying new. I already have a bunch of ideas what I want to do, and with some yarns. With others I don't have any idea. But worst case, we're just gonna make some bags. I really love making bags. I always make bags. For example, I just made this bag that you can like pull, and it's very simple. It's just a magic circle and then you go up. So worst comes to worst, we're just gonna make some bags. But I really want to focus more on textiles that I can actually wear, because I really want to make more clothes for myself. And I always struggle because I don't want to buy like stuff from like Zara or H&M or something like that. So because like everybody knows the conditions that they get made in and how bad it is for the environment. And so I just really wanted to start making my own clothes that also fit me better. So that's an added benefit, and that are usually way cuter as well. Second goal for 2026 is make one project out of thrifted yarn, kind of related to what I said earlier. But I've always really liked the idea of reusing, recycling yarn and not always buying new. And I've seen many people do this online, and I think it sounds super fun to just buy some sweaters, like thrift them. There's like so many thrift stores in Vienna, it's insane. So I'm sure I can find like a knitted sweater, and then I try to open it and make a really cool project out of that one. Make a big rug per hand. This one is really out of necessity, because we've been living in this apartment for 2 years, and I really want a big cozy rug that you have on the floor. And the ones that I see that I thought were cool and would fit into this apartment were all really expensive. And I thought about tufting one, like buying the gun and stuff, but that's also like buying new stuff, and then you also need a frame, and we don't kind of have the room. So I saw, I don't know what it's called, I think latch hook is what it's called, where you have like a net, and then you pull it through one by one, the yarn, and you make this beautiful rug in whatever design you want. So that's gonna be one big project for 2026 that I wanna do. Number 4, make a project about granny squares. I've not really made a lot of granny squares. The first project I ever did was actually granny squares. It's like a project bag. But I bought this book at a local bookstore, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's basically just 52 designs of different granny squares, and some of them are really pretty. And I want to start making granny squares, learning how to do them, and then ideally make one project out of granny squares. Number 5, learn how to sew. I've been meaning to learn how to sew and make my own clothes for multiple years now, and I just never had the time or the energy or the money to buy like a proper sewing machine and buy fabrics and learn how to read patterns, learn how to draft patterns for myself, learn how to take measurements. And I think 2026 is the year that I finally want to tackle that, because it keeps coming back every couple of months. I'm like, I really, really want to start sewing. It would open up so many possibilities in my creative craft, and it would also allow me to make really, really cool, really, really cute clothing. So that's like my biggest goal for 2026. And then the next goal, that's goal 6, I think, is to use all these skills that I built up over the year and then learn in the winter how to make a really warm jacket or coat. Because I don't have any warm coats. All of them are way too cold. And people always say, Farah, why don't you like get a bigger coat, a warmer one? You look like you're cold all the time. And I kind of am. So I think since I haven't really found one that I really like, I will just try to make my own. And that's probably going to be a big project. But so I think if I really learn how to sew by the end of the year, I might be able to do it. And if not, that's okay too. It's not really that stressful. Okay, number 7, read free books on textiles. Like many others, I think I have not been aware of how important textiles are for human civilization in general. I was always like, yeah, we use clothes, but I mean, they've been there since the beginning, since the start of civilization. One of the like major tools that we've ever started doing, along with like farming, agriculture. So I really want to learn about the history, and I already found some books that I kind of want to read. First one I really want to read is called The Fabric of Civilization, and I got recommended this book a couple weeks ago, and it sounded really cool, so I'm going to try to read that. I also just really want to read more this year. This is also like, this is not related to sewing, but I think it would just be a lot of fun to read more. Because I've just been reading manga for the last couple of years, and I've read a lot of manga. Hit me up if you want some recommendations on really good ones, because there's a lot of trash. There's a lot of trash manga. But I kind of want to get back into reading. I've always been a big reader ever since I was a kid. I wanted to become like a librarian when I was like 6 years old or something, and I used to like volunteer in like the local library. So I kind of want to connect with that again and get back into the fun of reading stuff. And as part of that, relating to my textile art journey, I want to read about some books and learn about the history of textiles. So if you have any recommendations, please, if you see this video, put them in the comments. And now we're already on to my last goal, and it is to start a YouTube channel documenting my work. This has also been on my mind for so long. I've wanted to become a YouTuber, I think when I was like 16, and I made some videos that are actually on this channel that I think I'm gonna upload this on, and they're really bad. But the idea always keeps coming back to me that I think it would be fun to document what I do, and I think using fabric or textiles as kind of like a border around everything that I want to document to start is a fun idea. It's a good idea, and I think people might also be interested in that. So of course I make art for myself, and everybody always says, yeah, you should make art for yourself, but to be honest, like that doesn't always pay the bills, and I kind of want to become an artist in any way, or be creative in my profession in a way that I make a living, in the way that I'm able to support myself. I think that's just the path that I've chosen that fits me really well, and so I should start documenting it so that more people can get to know what I'm doing. But I really want to make cool stuff. I will want to continue making cool stuff, and so that's why I really want to start a YouTube channel. And also maybe an Instagram for my crochet stuff. We'll see. I think those were all my goals for now. I'm sure there's many more to come. Let me know if you have any cool things that you want to try in 2026. Also, any book recommendations you have would be greatly appreciated. I'm Flower. I'm super cool, super cute, you know. And thank you for watching this video. Bye.